In the 1830s, the telegraph was invented. At least 62 people have claimed to have invented the telegraph. In 1835, Samuel Morse developed the Morse code, and in 1844, the first telegraph message was sent. The message said, "What hath God wrought?" meaning, what has God brought about. In 1888, Heinrich Hertz successfully demonstrates radio waves. In 1895, using Heinrich Hertz's wavelengths, Guglielmo Marconi makes the first wireless telegraph by transmitting 1.5 miles of waves. Still, it was only used for the Morse code, not for the voice of a person. Radio was not for the average person. It was for narrowcasting, not broadcasting, and for keeping in touch with Navy ships out at sea. There were no radio stations. The radio was mainly used to send messages from one place to another. In 1906, Reginald Fessenden played "O Holy Night" over violin while singing the last verse. It was the first time anyone heard a voice over the radio other than narrowcasting. A problem began to occur known as cramming. Operators could use any frequencies. There was eavesdropping on private sectors and government messages. Due to this cramming, the Radio Act of 1912 was created to prevent cramming. Radio operators had to get a license and could only operate on their assigned frequencies. On October 27, 1920, KDKA was licensed to be the first radio station in Pittsburgh. The first broadcast was on November 2, 1920, announcing the results of the Warren G. Harding and James M. Cox presidential election. Within a year, station after station started popping up, broadcasting to about 60,000 households. How often do you listen to the radio?
I listen to the radio every day. I love listening to music.
Do you prefer internet radio or AM/FM radio? Why?
I prefer internet radio compared to AM/FM radio because it's more convenient. I can listen to it on my phone, anywhere, anytime, any place.
Which do you prefer, Pandora or YouTube? Why?
I prefer Pandora because it plays the next song for me versus YouTube where I have to find the next song and pick it myself and it won't play all the way through.
So how often do you listen to the radio?
I listen to the radio several times a week. Depends on how often I'm driving. I usually listen while I'm driving.
Do you prefer internet radio or AM/FM radio?
Well, in the car I use AM/FM radio, but I listen to YouTube a lot when I'm at my office.
Okay. Is your music preference easily found on the radio?
Yes, pretty easily found. I like WXPN a lot because they have a good mix of things.
How often do you listen to the radio?
Never. The radio. I don't listen to the radio. I only listen to when I start my car, the radio be on until the Bluetooth hook up. And soon the Bluetooth hook up, I turn my phone on. But I'm a driver, so when people get in my car that's like not from my neighborhood or something like that, I try to turn the radio for them, like R&B, so I won't be cursing and all that.
Do you prefer internet radio or AM/FM radio?
Well, what kind of radio is like XM and all that? That's what I like. I guess that's satellite radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that radio because you can listen to like hip hop on there and it'd be like, you mean cursing and all that. I don't like FM. Only time I like FM is if like, well, you know, I'm from Philly, so if someone come in and they do like their freestyles on the radio or something like that. But besides that, the radio is like they cut all the curse words and all that, and then play the same song. So no, I don't like that.
The radio has come so far from Reginald Fessenden playing "O Holy Night." Today, the radio is used for many things, including advertisements, music, contests, and more. There are also many different kinds of radio, including radio for the car, a home stereo, iPod docks, baby monitors, and radio watches. These items have been discovered long before now, but with every passing year they get better. Though these kinds of radios are still available, many people choose to listen to popular apps like Pandora, YouTube, or iHeartRadio on their iPods, iPhones, or Androids. Yet, if it wasn't for the many people who discovered the magic of radio, those apps wouldn't exist. Radio will never go out of style.